Hey everyone, and welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are going to be taking a look at this whole thread thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
And we're going to be looking specifically at one YouTube video
Yep.
that's all about this system called Threads Unleashed
Okay.
that claims you can make a lot of money using threads.
All right.
And this is the text-based app from Instagram.
Right.
And so the video that we watched is pretty long.
Okay.
But we watched the whole thing so you don't have to.
Oh, great.
We're going to be giving you the key takeaways from this.
Okay. Fantastic.
And it claims that you can make like $735 in a single night,
Wow.
stuff like that, and get millions of views in just a couple of days.
Okay, so we've got to look into this.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing today, basically breaking it all down
Yeah.
and looking at the evidence and just seeing, is this real?
Yeah.
Is this something that people should actually spend their time on?
Yeah. Because there is a lot of hype right now around threads. Yeah. It's still new.
Yeah.
And I think when a platform is new, people are really vulnerable to these kinds of things because everyone's trying to figure out how to be successful on it.
Yeah.
And they want to like grab onto something that promises them a quick win.
Yeah, for sure.
And I did notice the creator of this video does emphasize, the potential for reaching a huge audience.
Right.
With threads, they were saying that they got 9,600 views
Wow.
in the past 14 days and 96,000
Wow.
in the past 90 days.
Those are really big numbers.
Yeah, it sounds impressive, but,
Yeah.
you always have to take that with a grain of salt
Right.
because views don't always translate into dollars.
Right. They're not the same thing as income.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's get into the strategy.
Right.
Because this video claims that there is a three-step strategy
Huh?
that anyone can use.
Okay.
So the first step is you need an Instagram account.
Obviously, you need to link that to a Threads account.
Right.
And then step 2 is where things get a little interesting.
Okay.
So step 2 is all about posting frequency.
Okay.
They're saying you have to post like 5 to 10 times a day.
Wow.
Even.
That's a lot.
Yeah, like they showed an example of someone who was posting 20 times a day.
Oh, my goodness.
And they were posting all different types of content, like text, visuals, polls.
Okay.
And they're also talking about repurposing your reels from Instagram
Okay. Interesting.
to post on Threads as well.
So lots of content.
Lots of content. So that
Yeah.
just makes me wonder,
Yeah. Yeah.
are they really prioritizing quality over quantity here?
Yeah, that's a good point because I think if you're posting that much,
Right.
you're probably,
Just trying to get it out there.
yeah, and it might not be good.
Yeah, you're not taking the time
Yeah.
to make sure it's good.
Exactly, because it takes time
Yeah.
to build an audience and to create valuable content.
Right.
So
The
it's
long-term game. Exactly.
okay. So step 3
Yeah.
is about monetization.
Okay.
So now it's how do you actually make money from this?
Right.
And this video is saying you can do that by promoting a product
Okay.
in your bio and your posts.
Okay.
And that's where this whole Threads Unleashed guide
Okay.
comes in.
All right.
So this is the product that they're promoting.
Okay.
And they spent a lot of time on it in the video,
Okay.
talking about how it gives you viral hooks,
Hmm.
posting strategies.
Right.
They even give you specific templates to use.
Wow. Okay, so they're saying it's really easy.
Yeah, they're saying it's plug and play.
Plug and play.
Yeah.
But if everyone's using the same templates.
Right. Wouldn't that make it hard to stand out?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Yeah, because if everyone's using the same stuff,
Yeah,
it's going to all look the same.
exactly. And I think people respond to authenticity
Right.
and originality.
You have to have your own voice.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about how much this thing costs. Okay.
So the Threads Unleashed guide is $17,
Okay.
but then there's an upsell
Okay.
for $27 to get more templates.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then they also really emphasize
Mm-hmm.
the master resale rights,
Okay.
which means you can sell this guide yourselves.
Oh, so you can make money
Yeah, you can make money by selling the guide.
by selling the guide. Okay.
So it's not even really about being successful on Threads.
Yeah. What is the focus here?
Yeah, what's the focus here?
Is it just to sell this guide?
Yeah, is it just to sell this guide?
Yeah.
But to make it seem convincing,
Uh-huh.
they do include in the video all these screenshots of supposed buyers who have had really impressive results,
Oh, okay. So, like, what kind of results are they claiming?
like thousands of followers, millions of views.
Wow.
And then they show screenshots of people making like hundreds of dollars.
Okay.
One of them said they got over 1,000 Instagram followers in 2 weeks
Okay. Well,
just from using this strategy.
interesting. But are these testimonials real?
Yeah, how do we know if they're real?
Yeah, because anyone can make a screenshot,
That's true. Yeah,
you know?
that's a good point.
So you always have to be skeptical of those.
Okay, so they did mention briefly other things that you could promote.
Okay.
Like they mentioned affiliate marketing products,
Uh-huh.
high-ticket courses,
Right.
and like digital products from
Yeah.
places like Etsy and Amazon.
Okay.
But then this is where it gets even weirder.
What?
They bring in ChatGPT.
Oh, really? Okay.
So they're saying you should use ChatGPT
Okay.
to generate even more content
Okay.
based on the Threads Unleashed templates.
Oh, so you take their templates and
Yeah.
put them into ChatGPT and...
Yeah, you give it to ChatGPT and then it'll spit out all this content for you.
Wow, so they're really emphasizing quantity over quality here.
Right, like using AI to just
Yeah.
pump out as much as possible.
Yeah, is that really a good strategy, though?
I don't know, because if everyone's using ChatGPT
Right.
to make the same content from the same templates,
Yeah, it's going to be generic.
it's going to be generic.
It's not going to stand out.
Yeah, and ChatGPT is just a tool,
Right.
right? It's not going to do the work for you.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot so far.
Yeah, we have.
I think it's time to kind of take a step back
Yeah.
and think critically about some of this stuff.
Okay.
So I think the first thing that we need to talk about is
Okay.
skepticism and due diligence.
Yeah.
You always have to be skeptical
Right.
of these kinds of things.
So of anything that promises you'll get rich quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Online.
there are a lot of scams out there.
Exactly. So you have to look into it.
Yeah. You can't just believe everything you see.
Right.
So you have to ask yourself, are these view counts even realistic?
Yeah.
Is the proof that they're showing actually reliable?
Yeah.
And what are they not telling us?
Exactly, because there's always more to the story.
Always more to this story
Yeah.
than what they're showing you.
And then let's talk about this whole quantity over quality thing.
Because they're saying post 5 to 10 times a day.
Right.
It's a lot.
And we saw that example of someone posting 20 times. And that just seems excessive.
It seems like it would burn you out.
Yeah. And like, how good can that content really be?
Yeah, you're just churning it out.
Yeah.
You're not putting any thought into it.
Exactly. And I think quality matters more than quantity.
Right.
When it comes to building an audience.
Because people can tell if it's not good.
Exactly.
And then the other thing is these master resell rights.
Right.
Is it more about selling the guide
Yeah.
than it is about actually having success on Threads?
Yeah. Because if the focus is on selling the guide,
Yeah.
then they might be incentivized to exaggerate their claims
Right.
about how well it works.
Yeah, to get people to buy it.
Exactly.
It just seems a little sus.
Yeah, it's definitely something to be aware of.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Be careful.
Think critically
Yeah.
about these kinds of things.
And then ChatGPT.
Okay.
Powerful tool.
It is a powerful tool.
Yeah. But can it really do all the work for you?
Yeah, I think that's the question.
Yeah, because it's just a tool.
Right.
It's not a magic solution.
Exactly.
You still have to be creative.
You still have to come up with the ideas
Yeah.
and make sure that the content is good.
Yeah. And it's in your voice.
Exactly.
So I think that's all we have time for in this first part
Okay.
of our deep dive on Threads.
All right. Sounds good.
We've covered a lot of ground,
Yeah.
but I think this is more nuanced
Yeah.
than it seems on the surface.
It seems like there's more to uncover here.
Yeah, for sure.
So, thinking about this whole strategy,
Mm-hmm.
one thing that really stands out to me, this potential for burnout,
Right.
because they're saying you have to post so much content,
Yeah.
especially when you're first starting out.
Yeah. 5 to 10 times a day.
Yeah, that's just not sustainable.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to have any kind of life outside of social media.
Right. And if you want to create good content,
Yeah, because you can't.
just be churning it out.
Yeah. You need time
Yeah.
to think about it and
To be creative.
to be creative. Exactly.
So, yeah, burnout is a real concern,
It is.
I think, with any kind of online business.
Yeah.
You have to find that balance
Right.
between working hard and also taking care of yourself.
Exactly. You have to pace yourself.
Yeah.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right. Okay, well, let's talk about the money stuff.
Right. The financial side of things.
Yeah, because, the video makes it sound like
Yeah.
you're guaranteed to make money with Threads.
Right.
Mm.
Right. Like, it's a sure thing,
Yeah.
but that's never the case.
Right. Nothing's guaranteed.
Exactly. There are always risks.
Yeah. Especially when you're talking about online business.
Yeah. And I think one of the risks here is
Yeah.
investing in a product like Threads Unleashed
Right.
without doing your research.
Yeah.
Because just because they're saying it works
Right.
doesn't mean it actually does.
Yeah, you shouldn't just blindly buy into the hype. Exactly. You have to look into it.
Yeah.
Read reviews.
Yeah.
Maybe see if you can find
Okay.
people who have actually used it.
Yeah. Talk to real people.
Yeah, and see what their experience was.
And remember, if it sounds too good to be true,
Right.
it probably is.
It probably is.
And then the other thing is like,
Yeah.
don't rely on threads for all of your income.
Right. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, you need to diversify.
Exactly.
Have multiple streams of income.
Yeah, because what if Threads disappears tomorrow?
Right. What if it's just a fad?
Yeah.
And then you're left with nothing.
Right. So you need to have other things going on.
Yeah. Okay. So we've talked about burnout.
Yes.
We've talked about financial risks.
Uh-huh.
Now let's talk about something else
Okay.
that I think is really important to be aware of.
Yeah.
And that is scams.
Right.
Because unfortunately,
Yeah.
there are a lot of scams out there.
Especially in the online world.
Yeah, the internet is full of them.
It's like the Wild West out there.
Yeah, people are always
Yeah.
trying to make a quick buck.
And they're preying on people
Right.
who are looking for a quick win.
Yeah, and who are maybe new to this?
Yeah, who don't know any better.
Yeah. So what are some red flags?
Okay, so one red flag is
Yeah.
if they ask you for a lot of money up front.
Right. Like a big investment.
Yeah, and they don't really give you
Yeah.
any guarantee
Right.
that you're going to make that money back.
Right. It's like you gamble.
Yeah.
And you're not even sure
Yeah.
what the odds are.
Exactly. So be wary of those.
And what about those like high pressure sales tactics?
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, like you have to act now.
Yeah, limited time offer.
Right.
Only 24 hours left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like creating that sense of urgency.
Exactly. They're trying to pressure you
Yeah.
into making a decision.
Yeah, before you've had time to think about it.
Exactly. So always take your time.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
Yeah.
If something feels off,
Yeah.
it probably is.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of
Yeah.
potential downsides to this whole threads thing.
Right.
But let's end on a more positive note.
Okay.
What are some alternative approaches
Right.
that people can use
Yeah.
to build a sustainable online business?
So I think the key here is to focus on
Yeah.
building a genuine connection with your audience.
Okay, so be yourself.
Be yourself, be authentic,
Yeah.
be transparent.
Yeah, people can spot a fake
Exactly.
from a mile away.
And they're not going to trust you if
Yeah.
they think you're not being genuine.
Right, so you have to be real.
Yeah.
And you have to provide value.
Yes, provide value
Yeah.
because people are bombarded with content
All the time. Yeah.
all the time. So you have to offer something
Yeah.
that they're actually going to find valuable.
Right, so what does that look like?
Well, it depends on your niche.
Uh-huh.
You know, what are you good at?
Yeah.
What do you know a lot about?
What are you passionate about?
What are you passionate about exactly? And how can you share that with
Yeah.
people in a way that's helpful?
So find your unique angle.
Find your unique angle and
Yeah.
share it with the world.
And don't try to be like everyone else.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
there's already someone
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, okay, so genuine connection,
Yeah.
real value,
Yeah. Okay.
long-term perspective.
Long-term perspective.
That's how you build a sustainable online presence.
Exactly. It's not about getting rich quick.
Right.
It's about building something
Yeah.
that's going to last.
Okay, so what other advice
Okay.
would you give to someone
All right.
who's interested in exploring threads?
So I would say,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to experiment.
Okay.
You know, try new things.
Yeah.
Because the online world is constantly changing.
Right.
So you have to be adaptable. You
Wow.
have to be willing to
I'm
learn.
curious.
Stay curious.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there.
Yeah, you know.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, because that's how you learn.
That's how you learn.
Yeah.
That's how you grow.
What about staying up to date
Yes.
with the latest trends and best practices?
That's so important.
Yeah, because things are always changing.
Yeah. Algorithms change. Platforms change.
Oh.
What worked last year might not work this year.
Right. So you have to stay informed.
You have to stay informed.
Yeah.
You have to keep learning.
Keep learning.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been such a great conversation.
Yeah, it has.
We've covered so much ground.
We have.
But I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about.
Yeah.
So what are some final thoughts?
Okay, so my final thought is this.
Uh-huh.
The online world is full of opportunities,
Yeah.
but it's important to approach those opportunities
Yeah.
with a balanced perspective.
So don't get swept up in the hype.
Don't get swept up in the hype.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you see.
Don't fall for those promises
Exactly.
of overnight riches.
Yeah, because it's not realistic.
It's not realistic.
Focus on building something real.
Yeah.
Something sustainable.
Something that you're proud of.
Something that you're proud of.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
So focus on building genuine connections,
Yes.
providing real value,
Yeah.
and having a long-term perspective.
Long-term vision.
Yeah.
That's how you succeed.
Okay, that's a great message
Yeah.
to end on. It's like we're not talking about being an influencer.
Right.
We're talking about having a business.
Yeah, like a real business.
Yeah.
With a long-term vision.
And I think what draws a lot of people to
Yeah.
online business is that it seems like freedom and flexibility.
Right. You can work from anywhere.
Yeah.
Set your own hours.
But it's still work.
It is still work.
Yeah, you can't just expect to make
Yeah.
money without doing
No,
anything.
you have to put in the effort.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent.
Okay, so let's give our listeners some practical advice
All right.
if they are interested in using Threads.
What's a good starting point?
So I would say the first thing you should do is
Yeah.
really get to know the platform,
Okay.
spend some time on Threads, see what other people are posting,
See what's working?
see what's working exactly, and
Yeah.
get a feel for the audience.
Okay, so don't just jump in blindly.
Don't just start posting randomly.
Do your research.
Do your research, yeah.
Okay, and then?
And then focus on creating really good content
Okay.
that provides value to your audience.
So how do you do that?
Well, ask yourself,
What
unique perspective do I have?
Right. Like, what's your angle?
What's my angle exactly?
What are you bringing to the table?
What problems can I solve for people?
Okay.
What stories can I share?
Yeah. Don't just copy everyone else.
Exactly. You have to stand out.
Be original.
Be original.
Okay. And then?
And then don't be afraid to experiment.
Okay.
Try different things.
Yeah.
See what works.
See what sticks.
See what sticks, exactly.
And then adjust your strategy.
Right. Adjust your strategy based on the data.
Yes, on what you're seeing.
Yeah. What are people responding to?
Yeah, what about community?
Community is so important.
Yeah, because it's not just about
Yeah.
posting your content.
It's about engaging with people.
Right. You have to build relationships.
Yeah. Respond to comments.
Yeah.
Have conversations.
Make people feel seen.
Make people feel seen. Exactly.
Yeah, because people want to connect with real people.
They want to feel like they're part of something.
Yeah, community.
A community, exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot in this deep dive.
Yeah.
Any final words of wisdom?
My final words of wisdom are stay curious.
Okay.
Stay informed.
Stay informed.
And don't be afraid
to
put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there.
Because you never know what you might achieve.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up,
Okay.
building a sustainable online presence takes time.
It does.
It takes effort, but it's possible.
It is.
And it can be really rewarding.
It can be. Yeah.
We hope this deep dive has given you the information and insights you need to make informed decisions about your own online journey.
Absolutely.
So thank you for listening to The Deep Dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.